Dobry den, guten Tag, hola, hello. I am the Sarcastic Cleric, and we are back for the next episode of my new series on Diablo 2, which I have officially dubbed Diablo 2 Regrets. So, last time we took a look at what all was going on in the game, we found some glaring day one issues, including not being able to do the online features right away. Well, let's see what other crazy little things they have in store for us as we start up our second quest. We're going to be taking a look at our dear friend Bloodraven.
Welcome, Outlander, to our glorious hovel.
In case you couldn't tell, I've done this a few times before.
Our ancestral home. But know this, Akara may be our spiritual leader.
So we're going to have to venture off into the wilds here.
It will take more than just killing a few beasts in the wilderness to earn my trust. My rogue scouts have just reported an abomination in the monastery graveyard. Apparently, Andariel is not content to take only our living. Bloodraven, one of our finest captains in the battle against Diablo, was also one of the first to be corrupted by Andariel. Now you'll find her in the monastery graveyard, raising our
zombies!
We cannot abide this defilement. If you are truly our
I mean, there's very few things that you can raise the dead as. But no. Specify zombies, please. So, we have to go and try to defeat her old friend Bloodraven, who's bringing back members of the Sisterhood as minions of Diablo. That is definitely an abomination, right? Well, bringing them back as anything for Diablo is an abomination. Let's go ahead and store a couple of things here in the chest. That'll come in handy later when we make it to Act 2 and get the Horadric Cube. It'll allow us to take those broken skulls and gemstones and everything and make them whole. I'm not quite sure how combining two skulls with the skull cap missing turns into one near perfect skull, but hey, magic. And of course, no game is complete without grinding your way through the wilderness. Now this is one thing it had going for it. As opposed to Diablo 3, Diablo 2 did not fuck around. So many enemies, so little time. Of course, trying to land a hit on these low-level enemies can sometimes be nigh impossible regardless of your attack rating. I love the way they programmed this. Drink a little water, keep my health up. Slash. Honestly, a good chunk of this game is just... It really is just running around the wilderness, slashing at things. I mean, we could just rush in and try to defeat Bloodraven, but... Well, that's actually a great way to get yourself killed. So, sometimes you have to wonder, which would you rather play? Diablo 2 or Dark Souls? Honestly, I'm leaning more towards Dark Souls because for one thing, I didn't have the problem where the text would just randomly freeze on me in Dark Souls. What the hell, guys?
Good to see you.
This game is like 20 years old, and the text on the screen just suddenly stops? Oh, not strong enough to wear that armor. That is one thing I do appreciate about this game. It doesn't matter what class you are. It just matters how strong you are for what items you can equip. What armor, what weapons. You just need to be so strong to put on padded leather armor. I need more minions. Seriously, this raven is doing nothing. Look at this. Oh, look at that. My minion decided to desummon itself. Every other pet you get has a health bar, but the raven, no. Let's just have it on a timer. And not just any timer, mind you. We're not going to show you how much time is left on the summon. It's a cheerful surprise. Much like that fireball to the back I got from that chest I opened 10 seconds prior to the fireball. My god. Seriously. If it wasn't for the fact that the raven would go and attack something like every 2 hours, I wouldn't even have it out. Heck, I wouldn't even train with it if I didn't need it to learn how to summon wolves. Because, that checks out. Need to summon a wolf? First you have to learn how to call a bird. Stupid shamans. If you don't kill these shamans, you'll just keep facing more and more fallen. Leveling up also seems to take forever these days. Oh, that's actually not a bad charm to have. going through this. Extra defense is always nice. And you also want to make sure you load up on poison resist for Andariel. Poison resist is key. You know, I swear, we have better things to do with our time than going around killing whatever these things are. I mean, yeah, demons are bad and everything, but these guys aren't making their way to the encampments, they're just out here. I feel like this is more unproductive. Not a very good use of my time. Now, going after Bloodraven, sure. If she's steadily turning the fallen rogues into, undead monstrosities that are swearing allegiance to Diablo, yeah, let's go after her. Let's put a stop to that. Diablo doesn't need more minions. He needs to learn how to manage the one he has. You know, I never realized just how slow the first act really was. I mean, when we get to, I want to say it's Act 3, when you're going after Mephisto, things finally start to pick up. Of course, by then, most people are, pushing 30 or so. Alright. Still can't summon a wolf, not until level 6. Oh, that's gonna be a long wait. Alright, let's do something to prolong our werewolf form. Make ourselves stronger in werewolf, prolong the form, something. Can't be the leader of the pack if I can't maintain my wolf form, right? And of course, periodically going back to town to empty out our pockets.
Not here.
Because of how they limited our inventory in this. I'm definitely not going to need anything ranged for this build. It's all melee. Just trying to find a good belt, maybe? out my weapon here. Alright.
Good day.
Every now and then, it's always a good idea to talk to the lady in the purple robes. She heals you. Suppose it's a bit of a moot point when there's a well right next to where I exited, but eh. Holy crap. Guys. I saw the raven actually attack something. Alright, got a new, better belt. And an army of demons in front of me. Bish bosh. Gotta love how all the special enemies for the demons are just the random words they shout from time to time. Bishi bosh, Rakanishu. So imaginative. Okay, so what we've learned so far from all this, we definitely can go into our werewolf form at any time, not just a full moon. Also, apparently druids don't bury the dead. I mean, yeah, I feel like cremation is a much better idea, but just to question the ritual entirely, I mean, what do you guys do with your dead? Do you cremate them? Do you throw them on spikes? Just toss them in the river? Oh, I know. They're druids. So what they do is they just take their dead and put them out into the wilderness. Circle of life. That actually makes a little too much sense. Hey, look at that! I found a shrine that wants to send me home. Dark Under's fallen. Where are the skeletons? are the... I don't even know what to call them. They're like mutant yetis. Hell, where are the cowmen? Oh right, I don't have access to that place right now.
Good evening.
Sell some more shit. At least I know when the time comes, I won't be hurting for money. Because you have to go back and sell things every 15 minutes. If not sooner, mind you. I suppose I could not pick up every item that falls my way. But then I would be hurting for money now, wouldn't I? Why does it take so long to learn how to call a wolf out of the ground? Stupid raven, stay put. Stay by my side until I can call a wolf. Then I'm never going to use you again. You know, at least the items you find out here kind of make sense. Like a damaged hand axe. Well, I'm out by a log cabin. The guy was probably using it to chop wood. Firewood, specifically. So, yeah. It's not like venturing through a sewer and finding a legendary sword out of nowhere. Or, you know, traveling through a cave and finding perfectly preserved cheese. Like, what the hell is that about? Holy shit. I finally found something that challenges me here. Death Venom the Tainted. That is like... That's a B-movie horror antagonist name. Oh my god, Death Venom. It's like the kind of nickname a biker comes up with when he can't actually think of a way to make him sound tough. It's like, guys, you can do better. Oh, I think I've murdered just about everything that can be murdered out here. And I guess now it's time to vanquish some undead. Just have to be careful not to actually wander into the graveyard itself, so I don't trigger Bloodraven's attack. I can't carry anymore. Already we were just sat down. Well, at least I know I'll always have room for gold. I won't always have room for tiny little potions. But I have a giant ass pocket that can hold an unnamed number of gold coins. Oh hey, look at that. I leveled up. And now I can summon a wolf. It's about damn time. I suppose now that I can actually summon a wolf, let's head back to town, sell a bunch of shit, get ready to take on Bloodraven.
Good day.
Ooh. Should probably get that looked into. Since I don't have an amulet yet, it'll no matter what be useful. Even if it's only for like 10 minutes. Attacker will now take damage while attacking me, because I put a skull in my shield.
Greetings.
Is it psychological damage? I'm serious. Do they just look at the skull and think, shit, I can't attack that? It's looking at me. do they actually hit the skull that's embedded into the shield and hurt their hands? These are the real questions we need to ask. Look at that! The wolf has already attacked more enemies than the raven ever did. Join my army of the dead. No, thank you. I'm quite good. Man, my pet wolf must be hungry. Huh. Bloodraven's not putting up much of a fight, is she? I mean, yeah, I'm taking damage, but I was expecting a little bit more than this. She just kind of ran around for a while there. And then dropped a wolf's head. That's some fantastic items for a low-level druid right there.
Your time is past, Bloodraven.
And that just sounds so aggressive. Bloodraven, your time has come. Sorry, your time has passed, Bloodraven. Whatever. Everyone says something to send Bloodraven off. And I think the only character that doesn't sound creepy when sending her off is the Necromancer. Ooh. I got a new mace. Okay, well, it's a spiked club, but it's in the mace category as far as I'm concerned. But you know, we finished a nice little quest there. I think this is a good time to start wrapping things up. So we'll go turn it in and recuperate from whatever the hell we just did. So until next time, nos leidano, auf Wiedersehen, adios, good night everyone. I'm gonna go and enjoy my new equipment, I think. Maybe have a cup of coffee. Just time to relax the night away.
I can hardly believe that you've defeated Bloodraven. Though she was once my closest friend, I pray that her tortured spirit remains banished forever. You have earned my respect, stranger, and the allegiance of the rogues. I have placed several of my best warriors at your disposal.